Boo! Welcome back to the channel, guys, and it's a new gizmo rotation, a new week. You know what that means. I'm going to be giving you the best decks for this week, and the top three, in my opinion. First of all, it's going to be the Shield Maiden. This is probably going to be maybe the strongest deck this week, just because you've got the Pancaker. If you put your Shield Maiden the furthest away, you're going to get constant healing, basically charge her super over and over, and it's going to be really hard to beat. The second deck that is going to be really good, it's going to be this off-meta Wavemaster deck. You can actually use all three gizmos, like depending on the matchup. When you're dependent on Dark Goblin as the win condition, like against Skeleton King or Countess, you should use the Mucho Puncho. Otherwise, you're going to be using the Pancaker most of the time, because when you chuck something with a Wavemaster, it's going to get that healing and that damage boost. And then against Monk, you're probably going to go with the Mirror, and against some BK Toolix decks, you might use the Mirror as well. The third deck that's going to be really good is this Countess deck that I shared in an earlier video. The Countess is going to be teleporting a lot. It's probably going to end up being the furthest away, and it's going to get that really nice heal and damage boost from the Pancaker. Going to be really good. So let's hop into some matches and show you why these three decks are so good. Alright, so the first match is against Natureborn with Mirror. It's going to be actually pretty toxic for us. Usually you want to do something like this. The Battle Healer is going to be essential right next to your Shield Maiden. This is a bit of a risky play, because separating the Shield Maiden and Battle Healer is always not the best idea, but hopefully we can still remain in the healing range, which we do. That's going to be really good. So hopefully we should be able to win this round just by out healing our opponent. If we can get that Golden Giant down, to be really good. Excellent. And now if my Shield Maiden just walks forward a little bit, yep, she's in the range of both Battle Healers. There's no way that we're going to lose this from here. So we should be winning that just purely on HP. Let's go into round number 2. I think I'm going to want a Battle Healer right here. If I can get Minor, that would be great, but I only get one. So why don't we, not ideal, but I might just go with the P.E.K.K.A. right here. The reason I'm positioning it like that is because I want my Battle Healer to get next to my Shield Maiden. To be honest, I probably should have been more safe and just put my Shield Maiden a bit further back next to the Mirror Tile to make sure she's next to the Battle Healer. But look at this double block from this mirrored Battle Healer. I find the Battle Healer is actually the best unit to mirror when you have the Mirror Tile, not the Shield Maiden. Most of the time you're going to be mirroring your hero, but for this specific deck, look at the double Shield Maiden. You just get non-stop healing, double block. It just makes your Shield Maiden invincible, and you're going to out HP your opponent the vast majority of the time. And now we're going to be able to get the Pancaker, which is absolutely amazing. So I'm actually going to go with Minor with Dissipate, and let's see what else we get. Not the best. Alright. Yeah, this is not the best, but whatever, we'll take it. And now we'll get the Pancaker, which I'll put right here. And I'm going to go like that so that the Pancaker heals my Shield Maiden, since the Shield Maiden is the furthest away from it. It will heal the Minor eventually, but that's okay. We'll look at how quickly I got a super right there, just from the Pancaker charging up the Shield Maiden. And now we've got the double block from the mirrored Battle Healer. It's just going to be pretty broken. And even if we don't take out the mirror or anything, we're still going to get heals off, hopefully. Unless the Battle Healer gets taken out. Actually getting perma-stunned right now, so it's possible we might lose this, actually, just on HP. Yeah, so he's actually getting in kind of perma-stun range, which the mirror tile for him is really good. I don't want any of these. Maybe I'll just put a magic archer down in case, because that might be kind of broken on the mirror tile. I really don't need this. And what do I want to do here? I'm actually going to go with P.E.K.K.A. And let's go with... No, I'm going to go with Cleave. Let's go with this. So I'm going to go like this. I'm actually going to go like this. And like this. And let's see what happens. So the Pancake should be healing my Miner. My P.E.K.K.A. goes against his mini P.E.K.K.A, which is perfect, so he can't dissipate. And right now we're dissipating the E-Wiz pretty hard and getting backstabbed. So look at that, the Miner absolutely carrying us right here. This is going to be a win. I mean, the Miner's just soloing his entire team with the Pancake, which is why this deck is also so strong with the Pancake. Alright, so hopping into another match against the Skeleton King. This is actually a pretty decent matchup for us. I'm going to put it like this. Ideally, Giant Skeleton would have been better. I'm actually not going to chuck my Swordsman because it's going to get automatically isolated and just get destroyed by Skeleton King. So that's why I positioned like that, so we're not actually getting isolated, which is great. He's got a Witch in this deck, which is honestly pretty odd. Usually you don't see the Witch in this deck. Now we've got a... I was going to say we've got a 2v1, but now it's a 1v1, but honestly Wavemaster does pretty well in 1v1s just because of all the stun that it has. So we're going to win round number 1. Actually a pretty good matchup for us if we can get what we want, which we do. I'm going to get Long Shot right here. I'm going to get Mastery because he's got the Witch. Normally I would go Giant Skeleton, which I still might, but I think I go... Yeah, I think we go Mucho Puncho here. I don't know what else he has, but it's just the safest option because the Dark Goblin is absolutely going to carry me in this matchup. It's got a Battle Healer as well, so that's going to be interesting. So I might have to go with third upgrade for Dark Goblin to get that block extra damage. But look at the mastery from the Swordsman, just getting non-stop supers. And now we should be able to take out his Skeleton King, and the Dark Goblin's fired up, and we get the stun off on the Witch. So this is going to be a GG for round number 2. For round number 3, I think what I want to do is honestly get the shield. I'm thinking about the Giant Skeleton, but honestly, if he goes with block, I want Power Shot. So that's what we're gonna do right here, and that worked out pretty well for us in the last round, so I don't see why we should change it. So if he does go with block on his Battle Healer, we should still be able to melt his troops. And he doesn't, but he does line up the Magic Archers really well played on his part. But can we reset his Magic Archer, which we do? That could come in like super clutch for us. That could basically win us the game. And look at the Wavemaster just chaining supers. He's just got a shield that's helping him survive on 1 HP. That's going to be GG. Give him a good game, and you can see why with these gizmos this deck works really well. We're hopping into a game with the Countess deck, and we're going up against another Countess. So this is going to be pretty interesting. Not what I want there at all. I think honestly, I'm just going to go with P.E.K.K.A. because I don't want to feed his Countess stacks. Because, I mean, if I go with Ice Wiz, he's just going to eat it up basically straight away with his Countess. This way, I get the first super off with Countess, and we're going to lose the round, but hopefully we get a few more stacks than he does. So we're going to lose this round, but we're going to come away with 2 stacks against his 1 stack Countess. So here we're going to go with another P.E.K.K.A. because it's going to be really good in this matchup. So we can get another one. We don't. That's okay. I'm happy to wait and see what he goes in terms of his gizmo. So we'll see what kind of happens here. I think I'm tempted to go with a Mucho Puncho right in the middle because it just counters Countess really well. So he goes to Pancaker, so that is interesting. I'm still kind of thinking which one I should go. The problem with Pancaker against Countess is, as you could see, because of the Countess super that cancels healing, it actually doesn't do nearly as much as you'd hope that the Pancaker would do. So I'm actually probably going to go with the Mucho Puncho and see what happens. I am going to go with Minor here. And I'm going to go with Mucho Puncho just because I do think that it will be a good Countess counter. I just don't want his Magic Archer to hit everything, so I'm going to put my P.E.K.K.A over there and just absorb the hits. So he's going to invest heavily in his Magic Archer, which is not a bad idea, honestly. But this is quite an interesting deck, Countess deck to say the least. You don't really see Magic Archer in it very often. And right here, it's going to be pretty interesting. Mucho Puncher hasn't actually done anything, but now you can see how good the stun is. We get the backstab off on his Countess, and that is why against Countess I pretty much always go Mucho Puncher as your gizmo choice. And now we're going to get the opportunity to go Heavier Blade. I'm going to scrap my Minor probably in favor of another Mega Knight, and I think I want Slam, and we're just going to run it back. I think he has to change something. He might put his Magic Archer in the middle, actually. I should have... Okay, he doesn't even move his... Okay, that's interesting. A really good taunt from him, though. And we take out his Countess. That should be a win. This should be a win for us. You can just see that the Pancaker just does nothing in this matchup because Countess super cancels its healing. So we won that match almost purely because of gizmo choice and completely outplayed him otherwise. So that's going to be in the end of today's video. If you liked it, please leave a like, comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Until next time, peace!